Now, in this video, before I even begin, shout out to Dreamerspro because I saw his video yesterday. Because this has been a topic or a question that I've been asking for the longest time when it comes to LeBron, who's the GOAT. And I always wanted the stands to explain their reasons why they think he's the GOAT over Jordan, or even to the point I want to know what makes LeBron better than Kobe. And they seem to keep telling me they continue to keep putting out that the longevity, he scored 40K points. It's like, all right, can you give me something else other than that? Because those two can be easily debunked in your argument. So Dreamerspro, once again, shout out to him, made a video responding to a poll that he put up asking what makes LeBron the GOAT instead of Jordan. And none of these guys, no one can come up with anything. A lot of people responded and said there's nothing that LeBron can do that will make him the GOAT. There's nothing. And I agree, there is nothing. You can shout and scream that 40K BS all day. That don't mean nothing. Because lots of y'all and a lot of people, maybe some, that watch Kareem play never put Kareem in that GOAT conversation at all before that 40K came around for LeBron. No one, no one said that. Unless you watched Kareem play or believe Kareem is the GOAT. So why all of a sudden Kareem is not the GOAT but LeBron is? I don't get it. Kareem was the NBA's leading scorer for about 30-something years. Ain't nobody screamed to the mountain shot saying Kareem was the GOAT. But in this video that Dreamerspro put out, no one can explain it. It got to the point where one person responded saying that LeBron was an underdog and Jordan wasn't an underdog. Jordan was always the favorite. So that makes LeBron the GOAT. And I'm thinking like, what? LeBron had super teams. I mean, not LeBron. Michael Jordan had better teams than LeBron. I'm like, what? Huh? So we're just going to forget all the trades, all the pushing to get certain players on his team, all these great Hall of Fame players that LeBron played with. We're just going to forget all about that, huh? Because LeBron was the underdog in the finals. That makes him the GOAT. Oh, he had more rebounds than Jordan. He had one more rebound than Jordan. Oh, he had more assists. Well, it's not that far away. But tell me this, though. For somebody that played almost 22 years in the league, and he's still not up to par, in that case, he should be blowing Jordan out of the water. Right? LeBron he played in more seasons, right? And Jordan played in less seasons. When you play less, sometimes you do average more. But he's still not above the math is mathing sometimes. Because usually, let's say if you played in 40, well, I'm not even going to go through all that right now when it comes to the math. I'm going to hurt my brain trying to do the math without even looking at a calculator right now. But with all the seasons that LeBron played, he should be blowing Jordan out of the water. But he hasn't. He hasn't. How many times has LeBron led the league in scoring? Hey, man, LeBron is a pass first. But how can you become a pass first when you lead the lead in points all time? It's like, which one is it? Oh, well, LeBron's pass. I don't understand that argument. How can you become pass first? LeBron is pass first, but you lead the lead in points. It's like, come on now. How can someone who had meltdowns in the finals be the GOAT when Jordan didn't have any meltdowns in the finals? They always say, oh, this person played Jordan, outplayed Jordan. I think they said that. No, I take that back. That was somebody else. I'm thinking of someone else. But there's one they like to put out there, which is grasping for straws, is, oh, Gary Payton shut down Jordan. All right. He stopped him from averaging 30 points to going. He stopped Jordan from averaging 30 points a game to 27 points a game. Ooh. When everyone else in that series wasn't doing as well either. Jordan had to put the team on his back in 96, 97, especially 98. 35-year-old Jordan had to put that team on his back in 98. But Scottie was better than Jordan. But if Scottie was better than Jordan, then why did Scottie go to the finals in 94 or 95 when Jordan came back and he wasn't exactly Jordan yet, the Jordan he once was? There's just holes in their arguments. No meltdowns in the finals. No biggest margin of defeat. No sweeps in the finals. No game 7s in the finals. There was none of that under Jordan. And the biggest thing that's even outside of basketball, but because of basketball, Jordan transcended the sport and the league, not just in the United States, but globally, becoming part of the American culture. Influential during the 90s. One of the most influential players in the 90s. People in the 90s. The fact that we're still talking about Jordan 20 years, 21 years after he retired, that tells you something. The point that they're trying to find different ways to destroy his legacy should tell you something. The point that they're trying to find different ways to make his teammates all-stars that were never all-stars during their career. The ways they're trying to poo-poo his competition, acting like his competition had no skill, tells you something. They keep trying to, and I think Dreamerspro said in his video, they try to say, these Lestans try to say that the skill level or talent or opponents that LeBron has faced is better than what he faced Jordan faced back then, which we all know is a bold-faced lie. Because don't get me started on LeBron's competition. You already know how I feel about KD. You know how I feel about Steph. You know how I feel about everyone else that he's playing, that LeBron's playing against, especially now. Maybe back then when LeBron was younger, but when LeBron was younger, he was playing against all-time players. When he first came out, he still had Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant, which I will put higher than LeBron any day of the week. There's no argument for LeBron being the GOAT. I can't put 4 and 6. I can't put sweeps in the finals. And he got swept in the playoffs on 3 different decades. I guess that's longevity in there. Almost leading the league. Wait, let me rephrase that. Not the leading the league. Almost the all-time leader in turnovers and missed field goals, missed shots, meltdowns in the finals, if I didn't say that before. The team hopping, the team switching, the lack of skill that he has offensively. I'm sure I can't even say he's a better passer. I don't even think he's the best passer in NBA history. No. Hell no. He's far from that. I would put 3 players on the top of my head right now above him. That'd be Magic, Stockton, and even Kidd. The rule changes, the constant rule changes, the lack of defense they have now, the preferential treatment when it comes to foul calls that we have seen in the last 2 seasons of him being on the Lakers. Not to say that Jordan didn't have treatment when it comes to fouls, but the obvious, when you get 47 free throws compared to the Golden State 6 free throws. Come on now. Let's not be stupid about this. And if I didn't say the constant team building, super team building, LeBron did more with less. How did that LeBron did more with less? How are we getting to this point, man? How are you fixing those lips to say and make up stuff that LeBron did more with less? Two Hall of Famers, huh? It's more than what LeBron had. Jordan had 2 Hall of Famers. And Stockton and Pippen. But LeBron had AD, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo, Kevin Love, Rashard Lewis, Ben Wallace at one point in time, Shaq at one point in time, a defensive stopper in Larry Hughes, which some of them might poo-poo, but whatever. Dwayne Wade twice. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? What are we doing? When the facts are right in front of the face and we still continue to lie and make up stuff, what are we doing? What are we doing? We got Gilbert Arenas out here going the same way as Anthony Edwards, but even worse. Say there was nobody athletic back then. Well, what are we doing? Why are we doing this, man? Why don't we just, LeStans, why don't we just suck it up and come to terms that your boy will never be on the level of Jordan? It's never going to happen at all. You can make up all kinds of stuff in your head, make up and rewrite history. You can go back. Well, you can't. You can try to create a DeLorean and go back to the past and change stuff, but that's never going to happen. You can get the time stones, the reality stones to change whatever. It still won't work because they don't exist. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen for him. LeBron is what he is, and Jordan is what he is. It's never going to happen. So can we please stop with this? But that's asking for too much, and that's never going to happen either. Because ESPN keeps pushing this narrative. But anyway, shout out to Dreamerspro for that video. I'm glad he put out that video because I really wanted to know what were some of these guys' reasons for LeBron being the GOAT. And there's no reason for it. You can't make up anything. The more they make up stuff, the more stupid they sound. The more ridiculous it sounds. LeBron did more or less, even though he had 4 top 75 players on his team. And still did less than Jordan compared to Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. Whew, man.